Andy, you've had time to reflect on the Russia game. Anything changed in your mind from thinking over it again and maybe even watching it again?
No, look, the game still hurts, and you can see that in all the squad. It's obviously not a good result when we were trying so hard to open this group back up, and like I said, after the game, get back on level terms with Russia, which was our aim. And now to be 6 points behind them is obviously tough, but the beauty of football and the way footballers are made, then we need to go again because we've got no other option. We've got a massive game coming up tomorrow night and we need to pick ourselves up. So today's been a good day, and now we look forward to the game because we can't change Friday now, but we can change what happens tomorrow night.
You were very honest post-match. The manager says that's healthy, that's good, he wants that from his team. Did you get a good reaction from the rest of the team?
Well, I think all of us were honest. I think the couple that spoke after the game were very honest in their opinions of the game, and then the people in the mix zone and things like that, and then people that didn't speak maybe spoke in the changing room and stuff. And what's the point in lying to each other? We were, we weren't good enough to win the game. Whether Russia were the better team or whether we didn't perform, I believe we didn't perform to our full potential. And if we did, I believe we would have got a result, but we didn't quite show it. So I think all the lads have been honest with each other. We've been honest since day one, and that can only be healthy. There's no much point in papering over the cracks and things like that. So I think the manager's right in saying it's healthy for the squad, because that's the way we get results, and that's the way we can solve the problems. If nothing gets said, then people just go about their business. So that's all been done, and hopefully we can show a reaction tomorrow night.
How do you show reaction and try and build that strong mentality that you mentioned?
It's about doing the things that we've worked on first and foremost, but then it's about I think we did show we cared because we were desperate. I think we were probably too desperate for the result really on Friday. I think that's why we started maybe panicking in our decisions and things like that. But we now need to show bravery in terms of composure, keeping our shape behind the ball, because it's no secret that Belgium will probably have most of possession, and we need to be patient. But then when we get the ball, we need to be composed, and we need to pick the right passes that we can cause them problems as well. So, I think especially we can look at the first half against Belgium in the summer. I think apart from the goal at the back end of the half, I thought we were very good, and we can take heart from that. But defensively they were spot on, but maybe on the ball we could have been slightly better. So hopefully we can show that tomorrow night.
It's been a year since you took over the captain's role in that first game against Belgium. What have you learned about being the captain of Scotland?
Yeah, look, I've learned a lot, good things and bad things. It's still, I probably sat here a year ago today and said how big a honour it was. That's not changed. I'm delighted to be the captain of this country, and I love doing it, and I hope the lads think I'm doing a good job. But that's up to them to make up their mind. But there's also negatives that come along with it that I need to deal with, and it's about learning how to deal with them. And I think I'm getting better at that. So it's all about learning on the job. Every time I come away here, I try and learn, and hopefully I'll be better for it at the end of my career.
What sort of negatives are you learning to deal with better?
Sometimes criticised rightly or wrongly. Maybe it's a bit stronger now that I'm captain. But look, these are things that I'm made for. People criticise me is fine. I'd prefer they didn't, because it means I've put in a good performance. But sometimes that doesn't always go your way. Some games as captain have not been good enough. Some I have been, but that's me to look at my own performance and try and give the best to my team by performing well. So that's what I've tried to look at, especially over the last couple of games, and hopefully I'll be better for it.
You said, Andy, that it's still hard to take the result from Friday night. Is it more difficult to get over now you are captain compared to if you were just a normal player? Do you take it to heart a little bit more?
Yeah, I think you're spot on with that. I think on Friday I took it, I don't like getting beat regardless, but maybe when I wasn't captain I could get it over it a lot quicker, maybe dwelled on it a wee bit longer than usual. But look, I dwell on it in my own time. It's about, it's about puffing your chest out and being, we're all proud to wear the Scotland jersey, but we've got another big game on Monday, so it's about getting over that result. Like I said, we can't control what happens on Friday, but we can control what happens tomorrow night. So that's all our focus, and you know, we need to forget about Friday night now and try and get a positive result tomorrow.
I mean, the manager says it's not been difficult to lift the players, but do you play an active role in that as captain to go around and try and kind of lift morale a little bit?
Yeah, of course. That's one of your roles. It's also one, you know, you can't do it on your own. And luckily I've got, you know, especially the experienced lads are fantastic characters. You know, Naze, Snoddy, Charlie, they all play a massive part. And you can pick them up in different ways. You can pick them up in terms of the way you train and the way you conduct yourself in training. That can set the tone, which we believe we've done this week. But also around the camp, you need to lift the lads that are maybe not used to it as much. Then you need to try and put a smile back on their faces, and I think we've done a good job of that. So hopefully we can get a reaction tomorrow night, and you know, we can show that we're proud to wear the jersey and put a performance on that everyone's going to be proud of.
You've had some incredible highs with Liverpool, obviously, over the last couple of months. How would this result rank personally for you if Scotland managed to pull off a win tomorrow night?
Yeah, look, it'd be massive, because it's, you know, rankings don't lie. They're the best team in the world, and to get that big result would be massive for us. But unfortunately, in this campaign, it'd be only 3 points, and it would open it up again. But we would still need a couple of big results left. So that's our aim. We've got 5 games left, and you know, starting tomorrow night, and we need to try and get a result, because if we don't, then I think it will leave us too much to do. So we need a result. We're playing against the best team in the world, so it's going to be tough, but we need to give our all, and we need to go out and play with no fear, and try and enjoy it, because I don't feel as if, you know, we look as if we're enjoying it as much as we probably should be. We're representing our country, and you know, put a smile on our faces, enjoy playing football, and try and get a result that we need.
It seems a bit of a cliche, certainly in football terms, but is it a bit of a cup final for Scotland tomorrow? As you said, it's kind of boom or bust.
Yeah, if we don't win, then, well, maybe a draw, but I believe if we don't win, then this group is, you know, it's too much work for us. 4 games left, and you know, I suspect Russia would beat you know, Kazakhstan tomorrow, and if Belgium win, then, you know, against us, then I think they're both too far ahead for us to catch them. So yeah, it's a sort of cup final, because if we win, then it puts us in a better position, and then we need to follow up with 4 other big results. So we're in a tough place, but if we can get a result, then it'll, you know, put a lot better position than we were previously.
You mentioned obviously you thought you were maybe as a team too desperate to win on Friday night, and you know, maybe lack composure because of that. Obviously the need for points is even more desperate now. How do you go about getting out there and you know, and performing under the pressure of getting the 3 points, but you know, and not, you know, doing what you did on Friday?
It's about trying to enjoy it. You know, trying to enjoy the pressure, thrive on it. We all play pressure with our clubs. You know, if you look at the whole squad, everyone's playing. You know, last season everyone played for something. This season, I'm sure we'll all be playing for something. It's too early to say, but that's the pressure that we deal with every single week. But you know, sometimes playing for your country is that added pressure, and this squad is able to deal with it. There's not a doubt about it. But you know, maybe, you know, just on Friday night we didn't quite learn from the game as much. You know, the last 10 minutes we put 3 long free kicks in, and the keeper came and collected all 3. We should have maybe have read the first one, that he was coming out to the 18-yard line and catching the ball at times, which we've not really seen before. But that's about learning from the game. Maybe trying to work a free kick and then put it in where a keeper can't come out and collect it, and things like that. So that's what I mean by what I'm saying. It's not, you know, we'll go out and do our best tomorrow night, and you know, hopefully that's enough to get a result.
You say maybe the pressure of playing for your country is sometimes even greater. Is that something that as a young squad it's going to have to get used to that, you know, pretty quickly? Is it?
I think we've all been around the squad enough that we are used to it. But you know, at your club level, you're maybe, you know, representing, you know, a town or a city or whatever like that. When you're coming up here, you're representing the whole country. Everyone wants us to do well, and everyone wants us to get to tournaments, and everyone wants to support us in that way. So. But that's pressure that we want to, you know, as wee kids, if you said you were going to be in the Scotland squad, then you would have been over the moon. So, look, all of us know how to deal with it, but it's just about showing it on the pitch now. We've maybe not done that enough, and it's about stepping up now and, you know, showing we want to play for our country, showing how proud it is to play for our country, and then the results will follow.
Take a question from the Belgian media.
Hi, a question from Belgium. You have some experience playing against the Belgium Spurs defenders, Alderweireld, Vertonghen. Does that experience give you the confidence when you have the ball tomorrow to exploit the weaknesses. They're probably not the fastest defenders out there.
If you've found a weakness that I haven't. Look, I've played against them both quite a lot, and I think they're both fantastic centre backs. You know, we've had some great games against Tottenham over the last couple of years, and you know, I think they're both at the top of their game. So, but we hope that, you know, they can be caught out of position, or you know, they can make a mistake or whatever. Then hopefully we're in a position to take advantage of that. So, look, this, you know, Belgian team is full of world-class players. You know, we're not, you know, we don't deny that. We know that's the case, but it's all about us trying to be, you know, we'll be at 100%, and hopefully they have an off day and we can take chances. And, you know, if we can get the lead, then, you know, hopefully we'll deal with it better than we did on Friday, and we can defend the lead. And, you know, we need to ride our luck a wee bit at times in the 90 minutes. That's what you always have to do against the top teams. And, you know, if luck's on our side, then I believe we can get a result.